here, 3v3 Angel Gate, blue team, barC as a Chaos Lord, very tough melee commander, bashes through cover, cannot be suppressed and is generally angry at life. Proper Wildbold as a force commander, there he is, melee commander, offensive, pretty versatile and can support his marines with buffs. The dot rounds out blue team as another Chaos Lord. Red team we have RI as a Eldar Warlock offensive commander. Melee has a bunch of spells too. Woollster as a Warboss. Stompy melee commander bashes through cover as you can see there. Good at disruption and buffing his boys. And Corax rounds out the red team as a Hive Tyrant, the toughest of all commanders by default. Cannot be suppressed, walks through cover and emits a basic synapse. Lots of heavyweights on both teams then. 3 victory points. 1 in the northeast which is contested. These Guardians not interested in capping it right now. Natural for red in the south and natural for blue in the west. Fierce fighting over the bottom power though in the southwest. Hive Tyrant in amongst the action. What is that he's fighting? The force commander, who is also fighting some sluggers and just about gets away. Tanked a lot of damage then. Wildbold has his scouts and marines in that building. barC goes for double CSM. Woollster goes for double sluggers and double shooters. Don't see that very often. Corax double termagants. RI Guardians into Banshees. And the top looks like it's turning red, yes, but here comes barC. Corn Worship gets the Chaos Lord right into the action. CSM fire with their bolters. And here come the Heretics in their default melee state. Get a Destructor, which takes up a large chunk of their energy. Or health rather. Chaos Lord kill the weak, heals him right back up, excellently done. Guardians get into the building and there are no garrison counters this early in the game. 463, 493, red team have a double. Blues lost their natural. Raveners on the way for Corax. Got a price reduction in 3.19. Now very nicely priced at 350.40 as a disruptive melee unit. And I believe they have power weapons, so will be great versus all the heavy armor on the blue team. barC forces off RI. Completely Heretics go to cap and he's harassing power and decapping stuff. At the bottom, blue team have 1 power point, red team have another, but they're going to lose it looks like. Chaos Lord of the dot forced off. Here comes the Warboss. Force Commander forcing off the Hive Tyrant. I assume he's going to wait for Crushing Claw. Force Commander goes down, just too much melee for him to deal with there. And red team pushing. Can they retake the VP again? Maybe even hit this power. Shuriken Cannon for RI. barC goes for Noise Marines. And his Banshees are not looking too healthy because of it. Chaos Space Marines come all the way down to force melee on retreat. Can't get a loss though. Double CSM for both Chaos players. No 4th unit for dots yet. Might be going straight to tier 2. Guardians totally countered by those Noise Marines. And the Heretics get grenade launchers. And barC really running right at the top of the map, now hitting power again. Shuriken Cannon can be countered by the grenade launchers and the Noise Marines. There's the grenade barrage. Now Noise Marines moving in to shut them down. Noise Marines shut down ranged weapons of course. And there we go, the Shuriken can do nothing. And moves off. Force Commander's back to his feet. Retreats back to base. Assault Marines on the field for Wildbold. Raveners burrow in on these Heretics and they have grenade launchers, so there's not much they can do in melee. Totally lose melee effectiveness when they get grenade launchers. Don't even have their Doom Blast anymore. They do have an aspiring champion though. A lot of power invested into those heretics then, 50 in fact. These Raveners running riot. Very quick, as you can see. Don't want to stand in front of CSM though, and retreat with no losses. Excellent use of the Raveners by Corax. barC, having lost his heretics, now replaces them. The Dot seems happy with double CSM. Has Eternal War on one of the squads. Warboss, I don't think he's going to be able to tank this damage and take the VP. I don't know if Woollster has noticed. And just gets out of there. That grenade would have finished him off, I think. Wildbold scouts have shotgun and grenade from their sergeant. Wildbold giving his force commander the Iron Halo and Artificer, making him very tanky. Huge engagement at the bottom. We have Raveners fighting CSM. Here come double sluggers with burners, giving them a couple of power weapons. Chaos Lord, double termagant shooting up the force commander. Is he going to get away? Chased by sluggers and goes down again. Kill the weak, excellently used by the Dot. Forcing off the Raveners, and Hormagaunts just about get away. Crazy action over these bottom two powers throughout tier 1. barC goes tier 2, as does the Dot. Wildbold, having spent a lot on his scouts, commander and assault marines, cannot go yet. About a minute he'll be able to go. RI goes tier 2, as does Corax. Woollster does not. Termagants both have their toxin sacks. Hormagaunt Brood have their adrenal glands. Hive Tyrant needs a bit more healing up time. Should go in between the bases. Shuriken sets up in a very odd position. Should go behind this barbed wire up here. It's where I always put setup teams, or a turret. Ravener Brood forced off. Can get a ranged weapon in tier 2. We'll be interested to see if Corax gets one. Perhaps get them a ranged weapon and get Venom Brood for ranged synapse. 342, 394. Assault Marines of Wildbold run right into trouble and they're jumping in here. This is nuts. Jump in for disruption and then run, and they're lucky to get away with 2 members. 1 member, in fact. Force commander in amongst a whole crap ton of stuff, and he's going to die again. Wildbold not happy with the pathing. Sluggers just about get away with 1 hit point. What was that? Was that Let the Galaxy Burn? It was Armor of the Inferno on the Dot. Will be useful for countering the ranged blob of Corax, because the Raveners now have a Devourer. They don't lose their melee effectiveness when they get this thing either, so they can still tie stuff up. That's a dead Warboss, surely. Yep. Crazy action at the bottom. 308, 394. Here comes barC's Chaos Lord, who also has Armor of the Inferno. Nicely done. Let the Galaxy Burn on those termagants, forces them to pull out. The Submarines back. Jump the Shooter boys. They have Big Shooter and then Nob Leader. 291, 394. 2-1 for red. Looks like RI is pushing power too. Banshees have their Exarch. Gets her spear because they have their aspect. Wildbold hit in tier 2 soonish. Woollster the last to go. And Wildbold is revived by barC. Let the Galaxy Burn again. Chaos Lord staying in there too. Also has Demonic Visage. Really nice accessory for the Chaos Lord since it was changed. Raveners burrow and force melee on this stuff. Outnumbered though. And they just very lucky to get away with no losses. Hive Tyrant has his devastating crushing claw, taking out heretics with 1 hit it seems, and his bonded exoskeleton. So he's a really tough meat shield that you really don't want to get into melee with. Chaos Lord doesn't want to get into melee with him, really doesn't. Ormagaunt's here helping out some dead Chaos Lord. Demonic Visage, unable to prevent him dying. Did make him last a lot longer though. Noise Marines have their Blast Master and almost go down in retreat. 3 hit points. Double Sluggers proving to be pretty good. Wildbold though has the Thunderhammer, which is the worst nightmare for double Sluggers. Splash damage on each hit and loads of disruption. Suppressed by aiming what's that. Unable to move the camera away from the bottom of the map here. Hive Tyrant cannot revive his big orky buddy. Still constant firefights and running battles at the bottom. Ravenous burrow right into base turrets. What are they doing? And they're very lucky again to get away with no losses. Double Termagants in a firefight with double Markov Zinch Marines. They have Zone Thrope support though. That was a nasty artillery strike. Ouch. Very popular now, these Zone Thropes. Artillery unit doesn't need to set up and gives a health regen, so you can actually see it on those Termagants there, the green hexagons. Hive Tyrant stomping around, chasing tactical marines who don't want anything to do with him. The top is decapped. RI looks like he was killed bashing this power. Has a Falcon on the field to support his infantry. Was getting some Warp Spiders, just cancelled them. Proper Wildbold looking quite thin. Tactical Marines and Assault Marines, and that's all. Does have a fully kitted out Force Commander though. Chaos Dreadnought on the way for barC. Hive Tyrant revives the Warboss, well done. And Warboss takes out the Chaos Lord in retreat. That's a cheeky Ork. Has the Bang Bang Hammer, which got a buff in 3.19. Goes down in retreat himself though. Crazy action. Now double Zinc CSM. Force off Termagants today. Not quite. Proper Wildbold retreats. I was just saying that the Bang Bang Hammer got a buff in 3.19 and it's now absolutely crazy against heavy armor. Chaos Lord of barC, level 3, taking the top victory point. Chaos Lord of Dot is down and the Warboss is back down. Lived briefly and killed the Chaos Lord while he was up in typical Orky fashion. 209-324. Stick bombs on the field. Artillery unit that actually fight in melee, but are usually just used to chuck these stick bomb grenades. Chaos Lord standing around at the top. Chaos Dreadnought on the field has Markov Zinch. Proper Wildbold foregoing tier 2 entirely, going straight to tier 3. Has his eye on some Terminators, I imagine. He's in melee with Ravenous, but this is an absolute crazy amount of stuff, and the Warboss is back to his feet. Red team have a definite unit advantage. So the Chaos players not doing too shabby. Falcon doesn't last very long against that Dreadnought. Warboss trying to decap. It's going to be forced off surely, yep. Stick bombs going in. No. Stick bombers hanging back, not getting into melee with anything. There is the Frenzied Barrage, I believe it's called, which suppresses infantry. 209-235, Banshees back at base, as are Guardians. RI looking a bit thin now. Pretty much evened up the units. Warlock level 2 has the Witchblade of Kernus. 209-226, double shooter boys. Trying to shoot up a Dreadnought, which is not going to work for you lads. Sluggers cause it to back off a bit, but not much else. Assault Marines jumping over the huge road that runs through Angel Gate. The actual gate itself is at the top of the map there. and assault marines go down. That was devastating. 2 sluggers, I believe, with user choppers, and they just about get away. The Dot, now fully kitted out, is Chaos Lord, Blood Maul, Armored Inferno, and Demonic Visage. barC, just Armored Inferno level 4, Wildbold level 4, Warlock level 2, Warboss level 2, has been dead a lot, has spiky armor too. Corax level 4 with his Hive Tyrant. Corn Worship boosting the speed of all of this stuff, including the Dreadnought. Bloodletters on the field for barC. Go down to the bottom, chase off Hormagaunts. Here come Banshees, hugely outnumbered though, don't think you want to stay there, ladies. And they wash out and then run. 196208 is very close. There goes some stick bombs from the stick bombers. Didn't really throw that many. Armored Inferno, let the Galaxy burn. Just a bit behind those Tyranids. Ouch, there's the big baseball bat. Sweeping Doom, that's it. Chaos Lord go down to the Hive Tyrant in retreat. These crushing claws are epically dangerous. Wildbold trying to revive and does. Chaos Lord wants to run. If the Hive Tyrant had this charge armor, I could have taken out the Chaos Lord again. Huge engagement. Fire Prism on the field. 183208. Hive Tyrant goes after the Dreadnought now with his crushing claw. Warboss should be going after heavily armored Chaos Space Marines. And there he goes. And we have Assault Terminators hitting the field for Wildbold. Ouch. They are crippled by crippling poison and kill a pesky Ravener. Assault Terminators with their Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Adept at taking out all targets. Can upgrade to Lightning Claws, which makes them crazy against infantry. And there's a Tyrant formation. Dreadnought goes down to the Hive Tyrant. Will he get away? No, taken out by the Force Commander in retreat. This game is crazy. Commanders dying all over the place. The heavyweight melee monsters going at it. 149208. They have a bunch of Orks and Bugs. Fire Prism and a Swarm Lord hits the field from Corax. This is big stuff. Super unit for Tyranids. Wildbold goes down again. 139208. Wow. Wildbold has a plasma cannon, which is back at base. Assault Terminators get their lightning claws. Now this is going to be nuts. If they can get in amongst any infantry, it's going to die very fast. Is that an Eldritch Storm? It is. And dead heretics, surely? No, they survived thanks to their aspiring champion, I think. 130208. Red team massing on the top. Chaos Lord takes it, but now has to retreat through a Swarm Lord. And does so. Raveners might finish him off though. If the Swarm Lord didn't come and disrupt their pathing, they might have taken him out. Warboss is dead. Chaos Lord revives the Force Commander. Levels him to 7. Blue team have a 2-to-1. For some reason, red team are not capping the top. Ouch, loads of stuff died in that building. I want to see these Assault Terminators in action with their Lightning Claws. Makes them do splash damage with each hit, and they attack very quickly since they dual wield the claws and they go after the Swarm Lord. The Swarm Lord has vehicle armor. Look at the damage that these Chaos units are dishing out from range. Ravenous having to back off. Plague Marines on the field for barC, snaring the Swarm Lord. Can they finish off the Chaos Lord? They do. Can't even begin to count the amount of commander deaths. Carnifex was on the way for Corax has been cancelled. Maybe he thinks the Swarmlord's going to go down and wants to replace it. No, he's getting some Gene Stealers. Siege Dreadnought doing a lot of damage to the Swarmlord, but looks like it's going to get back to base. Yes. Red team have the top. 121, 167, 2-1 for red. Battle wagon on the way. Triple Plague Marines for barC. Very tough anti-vehicle unit. Have crazy health regen. Sluggers just not tough enough to hang in this fight and go down. Gene Stealers hit the field for Corax. Banshees in melee with Plague Marines. Here comes the Force Commander to help out. Banshees don't really want to get into a fight with him. And they retreat and get away. 95, 167, blue team need to take the top. Shuriken and D-Cannon for RI. Needs to push it up a bit, I think. Hive Tyrant revives the Warboss, levels the Hive Tyrant to 7. Warboss now has the Trophy Rack. He's still on level 2 though, since he's dead so much. 85, 167, red have a single. And they're taking blue's natural here. Sneaky little Warlock. Noise Marines cannot hit him. Was that stick bombs? I think it was. Here is the battle wagon super unit for Orks. Rattles around, running over stuff. Has to deal with triple Plague Marines though. Plague Marines exploding on death, healing each other. 66, 167, 2-1 for red. Insane action at the end of the game. Swarmlord and Hive Tyrant in melee with the Force Commander. That's a very brave Force Commander and a very dead Force Commander. Those Plague Marines do force the Swarmlord to pull out though. Terminator's cap. Again it kicks off. Stick bombs flying in to those Plague Marines. Let the galaxy burn and barely keep up with the action. Noise Marine Blastmasters going in, stuff dying in droves, Swarmlord getting low, needs to pull out, really needs to pull out. That's dead plasma cannon surely. No, he gets away. Swarmlord gets away as well. Chaos Lord went down. Ouch, that was a singularity. Hive Tyrant got caught in it though, and goes down in retreat to Assault Terminators. And there's a big zap gun shot which misses everything. Terminators teleported out. 56, 155. I can get my breath back, and Heretics are taking top for a 2-1. Banshees, Gene Stealers, and the Warlock go up to defend. We have a Siege Dreadnought up here though. Avatar on the way for RI. Tactical Marines have a missile launcher. Battle Wagon's lost half of its hit points. Tactical Marines need to retreat though from the stick bombs. Good grief, has 2 squads of them now. Banshees running into the wrong fight. Crazy decision from RI. Very, very lucky to get away. Dead Chaos Lord, and it's his Tyrant formation. And Imperial Abyss, this is nuts. Tyranids get away largely. Yes. Tyrant formation causing havoc. Hive Tyrant somehow still alive. No, goes down to the Force Commander. Warboss is also down. Avatar almost on the way. Weird Boy on the field for Woollster. What is this? More Terminators? It is. More Assault Terminators from Wildbold, and this is a dead battle wagon surely. Death Rollers through his own Tyranid allies. And it's a dead battle wagon. Here comes a Swarmlord again. About half HP though. 2-1 cap for blue. It looks like the tide is turning for them. Double Assault Terminators. And Tyranids are totally forcing off. The Dot has maxed his red out, should have a peek at their bases and use Imperial Abyss. The Dot putting down Chaos Shrines at the top. This one is not finished though. And Autark called in and can't take out those Chaos Space Marines. She's going to try and decap. Here come the Orks. Chaos Lord's going to go down in retreat. We're trying to be cheeky and decap. 56-75. This game has been crazy. Avatar of Cain in combat with Bloodletters. Now being shot up by the Dreadnought. There's Wailing Doom. Nicely done. Here comes the Tyranids to the top. And there's an Imperial Abyss by the Dot. Is he going to take out the Swarm Lord? Very nearly does. One more shot from the Tzeentch Dreadnought. There goes the Swarm Lord. Avatar now going after that Dreadnought so it can't fire those rockets. Here comes triple Plague Marines though. Ouch. Wailing Doom. Doesn't even bother to move the Plague Marines out of the way. They'll just get back up in a way. 56-41. Double. No, a single for blue. They're trying to take red's natural here. Stick bombs going in. Assault Terminators versus Gene Stealers. And there's a Chaos Lord helping out. Here comes Stick Bombers to fight in melee. 56-30. A single for blue. Gene Stealers chased off. Terminators now go into the shooters. No, they don't. They back off. They decapped red's natural, but red do have the top. It's a 1-to-1, 56-25. Triple Plague Marine still stomping around. Dreadnought goes down. Thanks to the Banshees, I think. Chaos Lord. Very low on health. This is barC. Dark Halo goes down. Is he going to get away in retreat? Yes. Plague Marines able to force melee on the Termagants. And they save their Chaos Lord. Wildbold keeping the red team in their base here with these Terminators. Ouch, losing models though. There's an orbital bombardment on this base. The nuke from Space Marines and stuff is going to retreat right into it. And Blues have a double and a triple and they've won this game. And an epic ending to an epic match. I'm sure I lost and missed tons of goings on. But there you go. Crazy, crazy stuff. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you next time.